What's going on, guys? So I am out here at General RV in Michigan taking a look at this RV. Now there is a lot of really good reasons why you're going to want to watch this video, especially if you're trying to do what I have always advised people to do. And if you're shopping for a travel trailer, you're looking for one that has features, structural components, and parts that are designed to make it last longer. And I'm going to be honest with you, I have not seen this type of Imagine with this many features ever in the past. So it is really cool to see what they're doing, and I think you're going to be blown away by some of the things they've done in this RV that I beg other manufacturers to do. And maybe this is the direction they're going now. You know, we can only wish that they're going to influence other manufacturers to follow suit and do the same thing. Hang tight, I'll be right back. So before going any further, let's take a look at the numbers on this RV, which I haven't already looked at. So I imagine it's going to be relatively heavy for its size. It's really short because of what I'm seeing, and we'll go over all of those things in a second. This is going to have a gross vehicle weight rating of 7,850 pounds. So it's actually a little lighter than I thought. 1,754 pounds worth of cargo capacity, and it's going to ride on twin 4,400 pound axles. So let's talk about why this is so good so far. First of all, you have load range E tires. That's good. They don't probably need to be on here. 4,400 pound axles, two of them means you have 8,800 pounds worth of axle capacity, which greatly exceeds the actual total gross vehicle weight rating of the trailer. That's something you traditionally don't see. The dry weight of this trailer is 6,056 pounds, and the cargo capacity is 1,754 pounds. Now, what that essentially means is that the axles can carry the entire load of this trailer, even though a good percentage of it's going to transfer to the back of your vehicle, probably close to 15, maybe even 20%, depending on how you load this thing up. So it's really, really nice that Grand Design has actually put axle capacities that exceed the total weight of the trailer, because you don't see that very often. Secondly, what is really nice about this is whenever you look at the overall package in itself and you look at some of the things they're doing. And then we need to also talk about towability. What would you tow this with? I would not put this behind a half-ton truck, mainly because once you load this thing up, let's say you load this thing up to 7,000 pounds, right? 10% of that is 700 pounds, which would be manageable by a lot of half-ton pickup trucks, but we know that that is typically the dry weight. 10% of this is probably, as it sits right now, not loaded up. As you start to load the storage areas up, this front bedroom section up with stuff, you add more propane, you throw your batteries in, you could very well be adding 300 to 400 pounds of weight up front here, which means you're now moving from 700 pounds to over 1,100 pounds. And if that's the case, there are going to be a lot of limitations with half-ton trucks, especially if you have a family of 4. So you take a family of 4, your hitch, everything you load in your truck, you're probably at around 800 to 900 pounds at least. You add that onto the tongue weight you'll transfer to the back of a half-ton, you're going to be over almost all half-tons towing capacities from a payload perspective. You're going to be over most half-tons payload capacities, not the towing capacity, but the amount of weight that can press down on it. So just keep that in mind. 3/4 ton up is generally what I would recommend for something like this, mainly because of the weight. And mainly because of this weight that'll be pressing down when you load it up. You have a spot for 2 20-pound propane cans, your electric front tongue jack, and then you have a spot here for a couple of batteries. This does ride on a BAL frame, so this is the NXG frame. You have your scissor jacks right here, nice thick baggage doors, huge pass-through. And it's an unobstructed pass-through as well. This is a really, really nice pass-through. See a 50 amp cable, so this probably either has 2 AC units or it's prepped for 2 AC units. Aluminum fold-out steps here, MORryde step above over here. A big power awning with center support on it as well, LED light strip, and both of your doors have windows. You don't see that a lot of times when you have 2 doors on an RV. Now let's talk about the thing that really makes me excited. So in a travel trailer, even at this weight, what I'm loving, first and foremost, is this is gonna have anti-lock brake and sway control built into it. That is awesome. You can generally tell by the red hubs that are on it. You also get tire pressure monitoring, Goodyear Endurance tires, Cree 3000 upgraded suspension, heavy-duty shackle straps, greasable wet bolts. This is all exceptionally good stuff to see on an RV, and the folks at Grand Design are putting it on, and they're riding on a BAL frame. So there's some folks who might have a bias against the other manufacturer who makes the majority of the frames, so they've switched to a BAL frame. So again, recapping all of that, better tires, anti-lock brakes, sway control, tire pressure monitoring, heavy-duty shackle straps, greasable wet bolts, suspension system, a good suspension system. Those are all things that you want to see, and very, very, very few manufacturers are doing it. So that is absolutely awesome that they've stepped up to do all of that. All right, as we walk around real quick, LED lighting on the back, on-demand Furrion water heater, prep for a Furrion wireless backup camera, 2-inch receiver back here, 50 amp power connection there, rack and pinion slide. No cable driven slides on this one. So that is really nice as well. All right, let's hop inside, see what it's all about. All right, let's head up into this 2300 Grand Design Imagine travel trailer. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick break from filming this RV so we can talk about something important to anybody with an RV.
This is the Prime Poop Musician. What's going on, JD? I'm here at the toilet treatment section for General RV, and off the store shelves. This episode sponsored by Liquified, the best RV toilet treatment in the industry.
I agree. If you have an RV, you're ultimately gonna be using this stuff.
Not only that, you're putting a whole bunch of waste and bacteria in your holding tank. That's what makes Liquified special. This is not a chemical that just masks the odor. This is made with enzymes and bacteria, so it's gonna liquefy your waste, clean your sensors, and break down the poo pyramid from forming in your holding tank.
Yep.
All you need is 1 ounce instead of the drop-in pods. You take it, fill up the chamber, and you pour it in your holding tank. And I said 1 ounce. It's 1 to 2 ounces. 1 ounce in the winter, 2 ounces in the summer.
Yep, and I got to give you a good plug for this because he sent me a case of this stuff when he first launched it, just so I could try it out, and it works exceptionally well, and it smells really, really good. And I wouldn't be endorsing this product if I didn't feel like it was a legitimately awesome product to use.
Thank you, and that's a great point. I mean, we're a legitimate business. We're here at store shelves, at RV dealerships. We're in 1,700 Walmarts nationwide. We're on Amazon and on our website, liquifiedrav.com. Guys, we're changing the RV industry one stinky black tank at a time. Everybody's hearing the message about an enzyme bacteria-based toilet treatment. It's good for the environment, it's good for campgrounds, and it's good for your holding tank. Right now what we got, if you go to liquifiedrav.com/SOB, Summer of Bundles, you guys save up to 20% when you're buying a 3-pack. So not only that, we ship it straight from our warehouse in Elkhart, Indiana, and I'll probably ship it directly to you myself personally.
And then up here, you have a 1-year base warranty, 3-year structural, and a 5-year frame warranty. All right, no upgraded features on the door. It is prepped for the screen if you want to put it in here, but it's a pretty basic door at this point. Now, what I also eyeballed in this thing when I walked through it a little earlier is something, again, you traditionally do not see in this size of travel trailer. Solid surface countertops. So a lot of them are gonna have thermofoil, right? It's gonna be a wrapped wood material. This is solid surface. So this is what you wanna see. It's like a stone material, and it actually is relatively heavy. But this is what I've been begging RV travel trailer manufacturers and even fifth wheel manufacturers to put in everywhere. But you don't just see it here. Also in the bathroom. This is an area that most manufacturers will skimp. They will put thermofoil in here and not actually solid surface materials. So not only did they put a good amount of it in the kitchen, but they also put a good amount of it here as well. This is awesome. Huge medicine cabinets. You have blackout shades in here, porcelain foot flush toilet. Again, something you might not see in this size of trailer normally. You have a 2-piece huge shower stall, which has really nice heights to it as well. You could be upwards of 6'3" to 6'5" and comfortably fit in here. And then it has the frosted kind of cassette style retractable door. Plus you have this sliding door right here. You have your Coleman Mach air conditioning system over here. Huge window right here. And then you have this big wraparound booth-style dinette. The table is removable, so you could use it as a table, as a sleeping area. You could put it outside if you want. A lot of functionality here as well. That is really cool. All right, spinning around, taking a look at the kitchen again. Storage just about everywhere. I love the fact that they're putting these really nice slide-outs in here. Soft closing cabinets, more slide-out drawers. They've given you access just about everywhere they can, including underneath the 3-burner stove oven combo. You have your High Point compact microwave in here as well, plus your vent hood over here. Don't see any type of special wallboard for the backsplash here, but they have it over here, and this is a nice high gloss material. It actually looks really nice. talk about how they're using premium wood core cabinets. All right, this is actually really nice. Big, nice tinted stainless steel sink and upgraded sprayer. 12-volt Furrion refrigerator freezer, which is nice. Stepping into the bedroom. So you have a big sliding door right here. This does not have the second AC installed, but it is prepped for it. And mainly because we're up north, we're basically in the Michigan area, you might not need 2 ACs, but you go down south, you definitely want 2 ACs, and it's nice that it's prepped for it and they give you 50 amps already. Then you have a queen size mattress in here. Pretty lightweight. I would definitely upgrade this. You know, pick up a mattress from RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding. They sell absolutely amazing mattresses, and if you use my promo code, you get 30% off of them. So this is a prime example of a mattress that you might want to upgrade. Then you lift this up, strut arms to lift that up. You have a nice storage area, also with 2 bar stools in here. And then you have this really cool kind of sliding tray to be able to put smaller items that you want to keep under the bed as well and out of the way. Then you have blackout shades in here, window right here. You have a window on your door. You have your wardrobe and everything in here as well, plus drawers and access to power, USB and traditional power on each side. So you can put your CPAP in there. It's really, really nice how this is set up. And then you have that second entry exit again. This is a really, really nice RV, but I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Whenever you look at purely the specs, whenever you look at the upgrades, they're doing so much right inside of this RV, and that is awesome. JBL sound system as well. But yeah, what do you guys think? Anyways, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about the things I've shown you, the standout features, even this really cool flip-up countertop right here. So more stuff that really didn't need to be in here on this type and size of RV. Anyways, again, take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.